Scene 12.12. Hey y'all, Artist Poet Girl here, also known as APGJamie, and today I'm working on a 12 by 12. This is a Da Vinci, I think it's a clay board. It's ultra smooth or something like that. Y'all saw the sign when I had it laying there. I'm just saying because, I don't remember. And this piece, it's just tumbled all over our tongue, okay? This piece was inspired by a piece that Mike Deacon did, and it's probably been a year or two ago. It's been some time, y'all. He did some cubism flowers in a journal page, and ever since then I thought, that would be so perfect for this 12 by 12 annual fundraiser that we have over at the Conroe Art League. So when I got my canvas, I'm like, yes, I'm going to do something like that. And this is very, very extremely loosely like that, sort of. So I was cutting pieces of scrap cardstock that was laying there into squares, and I layered them up together because those are going to be clouds, y'all. Square cut-ish clouds. And I'm using two different blues. There is an exact color combination list of ingredients even, y'all, in the description box below the video. Click on the word more to see more. And so then I'm brushing on my different blues, and I don't know if you could tell from your screen, but from my view at the time of painting, I thought, well, it almost looks like little squares in the background with my paintbrush. So I think I'm going to enhance on that. So here we go, enhancing on the square look. Oh, it's a hot mess, looking hot mess. Yeah, it is. I'm not going to say it's not. You just got to bear with me. So now it's dry, and I'm cutting off the cloud pieces, because when I went around the outside to tape off the outside, I forgot I had already had those taped on there, so I'm going to leave my edge taped because that's supposed to stay clear this time. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm cutting off my little tape squares for my clouds, my little square clouds. Takes me a minute or 5. And this video is like super sped up, y'all. I worked on this over a few days, and I got it whittled down to just under 13 minutes. I know y'all so appreciate that. So some of my blues did indeed leak each up, smooch over underneath my cloud squares, which, was kind of expected because, it just was. So I'm going over the edges and the entire clouds with just plain white paint. And I did like 2 coats over all of them, y'all. That's what I did. And I have a little bit of that white left, so I'm going to use some glazing medium that just happened to be sitting over there, and I'm like, yeah, I can use that. And some water, and I'm thinning it out because I'm trying to make like a wash, sort of a wash with the white, the extra white. And so now I'm just going to brush over it. I did not go into a square pattern. I just went straight back and forth across. And it smoothed out a little bit of the blue. Does that make sense? Not so much that it's obscured, but yeah. And now that's dry. So we're going to work on the grass. And I'm doing the grass almost the same. I'm doing, that's a permanent hooker's green. It's the darker green, y'all. And I'm putting it down there where the grass goes. Oh, I pulled off that tape because I had taped that off too. That's my horizon. And this is a lighter green, and the way I'm smearing it on is it's kind of leaving areas that are different color. I love it. I'm leaving that just like that because I love it. And you know, that's what counts if you love it. Now, this is iridescent medium because I thought, well, my clouds are looking kind of flat. Now, granted, they're square, but they're kind of flat. So I thought, well, you know, I got this iridescent medium sitting over here. Let's just add some sparks in there and because it's kind of puddly. Not really puddly, it's not quite the right word. But, you know, chunks of paint. I don't know if you can see it shimmer. I don't even know if my photo montage shows the shimmer or not, but I really liked it. So I'm through with that, and I pulled the tape off around the edge. Now these are some mono printed papers I pulled out of my stash because I thought they looked kind of cool together. And they're reminiscent of the square theme that I'm going with. Remember, this is a square theme, y'all. So I'm cutting off some little squares. I really had not much of a plan in mind other than I wanted square flowers. And then I thought, well, these are actually kind of tiny. So let's put just a little bit bigger square. Now, I'm not measuring. I know it's on my little ruler thing, and it looks like I'm measuring. I am just purely eyeballing this, okay, y'all? So they're sort of the same size, but not quite all the same size. And I'm cutting off the white edge, and I'm going with a bigger square again. So here comes, and this may not be square, it may be sort of rectangle-y. And that's okay with me. And here, this is going to be my stems and my leaves. So, and yeah, that's got some little square background noise going on it too. Oh, and my flowers are kind of blending into that cutting mat, aren't they? Ah, well, there you go. So it's like, do I cut some more or is this enough? I don't know. So I didn't ink anything because I didn't think about it, to tell you the truth. I'm not going to lie to you. I just didn't think about it. And that one I thought was a little big, and I thought, well, let's go ahead and make a couple little centers. Because those are my centers. The little pink ones are the centers, and then the blue one's the flower. And I thought, well, let's just rough this edge up and make it a little fluffy. Excuse me, y'all. And then we'll ink around the edges with some of that archival black. And I thought, okay, well, I like that. And then you wash my fingers. Messy. So, let's ink those centers a little bit. Oh, let's use the garden patina because I love that one. Just love it. So that's what I'm doing, roughing up the edges around the centers and inking them. And I thought, well, I want to puff up some of them. So I got these scrap pieces of black that are over there, and that black is some super heavy-duty, heavyweight cardboard or cardstock, and it's almost as thick, almost, y'all, not quite, as thick as a poster board. That's pretty thick, y'all. So I'm popping that up on the centers, and I do that again behind some of the flowers and some of the stems. So I don't necessarily show you all that. These are my leaves because, you know, my leaves have to be squarish too because, you know. Oh, and the catchphrase I'm going to use on this one is digitalism. You get it? That's a play on the cubism word because, yeah, it's modern times, y'all. Digital isms. So I've got how many flowers should I add? I got nine stems and flowers. And I thought, well, that kind of looked like a forest there, didn't it? Could have done just a, you know, digitalism forest. The wood, squared wood. That's funny when I say it. Okay, man, I'll be funny, y'all. It's funny to me. So, adding the flower tops. Oh, that's an awful lot of flowers. Let's take 2 off. Now we have 5. Okay, I like that. They fit. Makes me happy. I don't know what I'm going to do with those other 2 flowers. Something. I don't know what. Something. Let's see, what am I doing now? I was over there fetching my gel medium. And I'm going to pop. I'm going to pop some of those flowers up off background, just a little. That square was just a little too big for the flower, so I had to trim off the corners. Oh, where's my glue book? Not a book I glue in, a book I use for gluing. Yeah. So I can smear on that gel on the back of the stem. And now there's flower top. You know, they don't all have to be going the same way either. Some could be actual square, some can be off square, because you know they're all different and special and individual, just like me and you. So I'm smearing over there, and you may not always be able to see what I'm doing, but you know, that's what I'm doing. Excuse me. There must be a frog in the house or something. So just keep going along, and that was a little more in the center of the canvas than I wanted, but so it goes. It's glued down there, y'all. It's not going anywhere. And I just keep doing it. See, the back of that one's popped up with a little bit of that card. Just a little, not much. It didn't take much. And yeah, just about done. Thought it was done. I'd be all like, yeah, I'm done. And look at that. I like that. Oh, yeah. Ta-da. I said, no, not done. Those flowers need a fancy yellow center, because all flowers have yellow centers, right? And I thought, well, let's just make some little squares in the center and emboss it with this gold embossing powder. So that's what I'm using. I'm using that little gold, or that embossing pen thing. Making some squares in the squares. Tamping off some of that. And y'all gonna see my top of my head, or part of my head, in a little bit, because I'm brushing some of it off, but I have to blow it, because, yeah, that's what I'm doing, just blowing it. Yeah, don't want to use a heat gun on it. I don't want to melt it just yet. Almost. Heat gun, y'all. Who didn't know that was coming? Well, I'm glad you're following us now. Oh, I love your kind comments. Your likes. Look, that's the background without anything on it. Your kind comments, your shares, your likes, your thumbs up. How many times could I say that? And if you're not already subscribed, I would like you to take a moment to do so. Click on my little picture down there, and it says subscribe, and go, yes, I want to subscribe. And after you subscribe, click on that little bell, because then you'll get reminders, or notifications, I should say, not reminders, notifications of new videos from me on this channel, APG Jamie. I'm so happy with my piece. It is small, it is fun, and it is digitalism, y'all. Oh, thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.